Hey guys, welcome back. It's episode 11 of my Deadlock replay analysis series, and at this point, I don't think there's any question about it. Not only is my character broken, but I've mastered him. After playing this game for 10 days in a row, and making a YouTube video, and then watching— oh my god, Dynamo is fucking interrupting me right now. I don't know how loud that is in the recording, but I was trying to say something and then Dynamo's just yapping away. Oh yeah, I run into my—
oh shit, I messed up my jump.
a fan favorite of— well, by fan favorite I mean he's my favorite. Orange flavored ice cream, the best Abrams player right now in Deadlock. And this is the second game in a row that I go up against him. I had a previous match, my warm-up match, and there was a Vindicta that just, like, gave up randomly after I started killing her. And so, yeah, they lost the game. I was fragging. I think Warden is broken now, though. I've just been playing him wrong this whole time. But, that being said, this lane is not a win from skill. It's a win from the fact that I was just spoon-fed by this Infernus, who takes a bajillion minion damage at the very start of the game. Takes a bajillion damage to my flask, to Hayes' gun. The Infernus takes a lot of damage. In fact, he dies a lot too. It's not just damage that he takes, it's deaths as well. And I don't really understand what was going through this Infernus' head. He might be new. It wasn't bad for him to dive Hayes here since he had the wave, but it didn't work out for him, especially after he dove past the wave and got parried. So that's the first kill. It's looking good so far. Dynamo actually gets hit by a Sleep Dagger Binding Ward combo and just barely manages not to escape, and it's all thanks to the Binding Ward buff that we got 4 patches ago, where they increased the escape radius by 1 meter. If it wasn't for that, Dynamo would have survived. I parry the Infernus somehow while he's facing the opposite direction of me, so that one was a little bit cheese, but Infernus dies again nonetheless, and now I don't think he recovers mentally from this because he still only has 900 souls. And we've denied so many creeps. He's gonna keep on going in. I'm okay. Hayes went to shop, but it's fine. I only took like 100 damage since he's so behind. I almost went for Kinetic Dash immediately, but I think Headshot Booster and Monster Rounds won us this lane instead of going Kinetic Dash first. I'm saving that one for later. I've been running that item so much lately. It's actually so good. I don't know why I wasn't buying that item before. The fire rate bonus you get is just unmatched. Here, Infernus is just going deep again. I get a perfect Binding Ward on him that he still somehow manages not to escape from, and then he just promptly melts. Is Warden really as broken as people say he is? I mean, I guess so. I guess so. Since I've only played as him and no other characters, I didn't have as good of a grasp as how broken he is because I haven't had to, like, play up against him that many times. But I will say, whenever I play Viscous and I go up against Warden, I get fucked by him, but I figure it's just like a character matchup problem, which, I mean, I guess Warden doesn't really have any bad matchups like they said. Dynamo is being helpful, goes in, but then Infernus just kills himself again by diving. I mean, I don't really— he almost got Hayes, but, I mean, he was just so deep behind the minions, and he wasn't paying attention to me at all, so I was just kind of gunning him down, you know, whenever I was actually landing my bullets, that is. My accuracy is still a little rough, I'll admit, guys, but I have my moments. I have my moments. I don't remember exactly what I was saying at the beginning of this video before Dynamo started interrupting me with this, like, 15-minute long voice line. But yeah, here goes Infernus diving again. The Haze does die, but, I mean, the position for both of them is really bad. Dynamo dies too. And so now I've killed them both. I'm 4.4k. It's time to get Trophy Collector. And that item could be Troll, but I don't think it is. I've been running it as Warden, and he's just too broken right now. It's a 3k green item. So if you get Trophy Collector and Enduring Speed, you have a 4.8k green investment, which gives you a bonus 20% HP on top of all the HP that you get from buying the items in the first place. Here, I get the bridge buff and then die. I didn't realize Dynamo had his ult. It was a big mistake. I thought I could kill Infernus, but obviously not. And if my accuracy was better, I would have killed Infernus for sure, especially after getting that gun buff and having my 4.8k investment in gun. I just kept on missing my bullets, so it was an accuracy mistake and also a lack of awareness of Dynamo's ult. So yeah, that was my first death. It was a pretty bad one, but it's okay. We still managed to survive this game. Infernus is still 1 HP, and Hayes isn't able to finish him off, but it's a perfect time to keep the pressure up and just gun him down as much as I can. Each of my bullets are doing 30 damage, which is almost double of what they do at the beginning of the game. My damage is nuts right now. I don't have a gun buff anymore, but yeah, no, this Dynamo just takes so much damage to my gun. And so does the tower, despite only being at 6 minutes. Looks like Infernus is gonna dive again. He doesn't survive. He goes up in front of the minions again. I mean, maybe this Infernus is like— I mean, despite the rank we're in, it seems like he's like Alchemist or some shit, or Initiate. Hayes comes to take the camps, and so we do. And then I throw my flask at a wall like a genius. I don't have Trophy Collector yet, but after killing this Infernus for the millionth fucking time, I'm thinking like, man, if I don't buy this item now, I'm throwing. So I think I go for Sprint Boots. Hayes proposes a gank. I think she leaves and goes to gank after she hits base. Yeah, here's the Sprint Boots. I didn't buy Enduring Speed because I was waiting to have enough souls for Trophy Collector, which is why I'm taking this creep wave. Something that pro players have told me to do in their YouTube videos is that I have to farm with intention. So when I'm farming souls, I gotta know what item I'm gonna buy next. Which is pretty good advice. That shit helped me out this game. In hindsight, I should have dove in this Infernus. I don't know why I didn't go in on him. He was deep, as always. But then I did dive him after going deep, and I didn't escape his ult. But he's like 1 HP. And then Mo pops up and hits a scorn that brings him down to 1 HP, but thanks to my goddamn terrible accuracy, he's not finished off. A headshot would have done the trick. And then I throw a flask at a Ghost. I don't know why I like doing that so much. At first I was unsure of where he went, but then I kind of heard him in the tunnels, so... And then I hear him shooting up here to get the boxes. And then I guess he figures that I'm deep. So then he actually goes for a dive and promptly dies for it. He wasn't escaping the binding word radius. And then he's dead. It's insane. And then I get my very first Trophy Collector stack. Now we're just gonna fight Abrams, my goat, orange-flavored ice cream. I hope you're watching this video, man. You're my favorite person to play with / against. You're a lot better than that magician from my 6th video. I think his name was Yakub. Man, I fucking hate that guy. I mean, unless you want to, like, talk it out or something, but... Actually, you know what? Now that I think about it, I think I've let go of my resentment. Here I go for a rotation because I want more Trophy Collector stacks. And so I get one. And now I'm facing off against Grey Talon. No Quicksilver reload yet, unfortunately, because I wanted to invest in gun. But then he goes for a pretty bad heavy melee, and now this guy is very low. Infernus does manage to kill me, though, but I get my Trophy Collector stack before I die. Nice. Very nice. Infernus is in a bad position where he can just die. I get Enduring Speed, and now I have a 4.8k green investment, so you know what that means. It means I get to go in whatever fight I want and not die. And at first I was going to go green, but then I saw Calico and Vin had that covered, so I go back down to yellow, which ended up being a smart choice, because y'all are about to see that it's a 3v4 that we win, because, I don't know, they all rotated to yellow, both Infernus and Dynamo. Abrams and Grey Talon are also both here. But the Infernus, once again, suffers the weight of the Binding Word buff from 4 patches ago, where they increased the radius by 1 meter. So first goes down Infernus, then goes down Grey Talon, and then this orange-flavored ice cream, my goat, starts hitting parries like a madman and gets rescue beamed. It's a badass play. I have to hand it to you, man, but unfortunately, you're too big for me to not shoot. And so I get a nice clean 4 Trophy Collector stacks. I die, obviously. I'm not going to survive by the end of it. But it's 4 Trophy Collector stacks, plus the 2 that I got before. Actually, 3. So now I have 7 Trophy Collector stacks 11 minutes into the game. It's looking great. I'm never going to stop buying this item as Warden, because Warden is Thanos, man. Like, you rotate to the other lane, and they just die every single time. Obviously, I got fed this game, so I had a bit of an advantage. But I think the character is broken, guys. Like, I didn't realize it until this game, until my true skills were fully unlocked. I think I've unlocked my potential. I've leveled up in Deadlock. I'm now a beast, and before I was a little... I said I would become an Eternus player, but I didn't actually believe I would. Now I believe that I will. There's a guarantee. I mean, it's not just because the Infernus fed me. I play this game well. I make some nasty-looking plays, man. Y'all are about to see that shit. Here I drop the urn. I don't know if it was the best play, but then I start running down this Grey Talon since Hayes had the Abrams covered, and he almost dies, but my accuracy is just not it, and I miss my second heavy melee. He's 1 HP, I'm seeing my flask cooldown, so I go back in for another, and my 4.8k vitality investment definitely paid off because I just get away scot-free. Not even a fucking problem. Grey Talon's left at 20 HP. If I bought Quicksilver Reload before going into that fight, he would have died.
I will never back down to the likes of them.
But obviously he only survived because Warden is very bad and he needs a buff. Grey Talon's upset, but at least he's not dead. Now I'm getting 2 spirit items. We're working our way towards the 4.8k spirit investment. It's definitely a hybrid meta, man. The more hybrid I build, the stronger I feel, and the better my fire rate gets, because spirit scales Warden's fire rate, and it pays off, trust. So here this Dynamo's just getting fucked by me, man. My damage is just too good. McGinnis and I are with each other, and, you know, we're doing okay. We're just chilling and farming. There's a big fight unfolding on blue, and as we continue to take the wave together, our chance to push has opened up. So, I mean, why not, right? The macro on the enemy team is just not at this game. They're too focused on the fights going on in mid, and we take this Walker for free completely. It's uncontested, and it just gets shredded. Only 14 minutes in. And, you know, Dynamo's kinetic pulse hurts, but I still managed to get away. Unfortunately, I used McGinnis as a ritualistic sacrifice to get the walker. It's alright. I managed to teleport away. They definitely knew where I was, because since that bird hit me, Great Talon was like, oh, Warden's in the secret shop. But I teleport away. I'm still in a bad position, though, so I'm scared. I accidentally punch a minion, and now I'm taking damage, so I'm peeing my pants, and I'm just going for my escape. But I still don't really want to go back to base, because it takes a long time, and I want to kill people and get trophy collector stacks. So I go for my 4.8k spirit investment. My fire rate's a lot better now. And I have slowing hex for the Infernus pocket. And Great Talon and Lash. I see a chance for my next kill, my next trophy collector stack, so just go ahead and grab that one for free. Mo and I were kind of locked in. Sorry, orange flavored ice cream. I feel bad doing it to you, but at the same time, duty calls. But then I die, because Pocket is actually doing good on their team. He's managed to maintain a good amount of farm. He's escaping when he needs to, and he jumps and dives me and kills me. Obviously, hits me with the question mark. I kind of deserved it. Yeah, there it is. Pocket being 19k was a bit of a surprise for me at this point, but he hasn't died yet. He's playing the game well, and he was laning with the orange flavored ice cream, who's notoriously a great Deadlock player. I've laned with him before myself. So I guess I shouldn't be too surprised that the Pocket was able to jump me there, but it was an avoidable death regardless. I kind of knew that I was going to die before it happened. Alright, here's my favorite play of this entire game. Y'all are about to see some shit. So I go for... I noticed that Pocket's trying to deliver this urn. I think this play is what proves to me that Warden truly is broken. So we go back into this walker, trying to contest this urn. When I see Pocket, I go in on him, because I have slowing hex. I can dive this fool. I was just a little late on the slowing hex. But regardless, him teleporting away gave me an opportunity to snag that urn. But once I saw Lash, I dropped it again, which normally would be a mistake, but I'm so fed, and my character is so broken that this little exchange actually works out in favor for us, because they're fighting deep in the jungle, Green Walker's being pushed, thank you Vindicta. And now Calico and I are just fucking up this Lash, he dies, and the Walker's free. It's insane. And I'm at like full HP too. The Pocket just had to dip, I guess, but he was full HP. If the Pocket stayed, the Lash would have been okay. He might have just been off his cooldowns. And there's not much Pocket can do when he's off cooldowns. I went to check my trophy collector stacks. They are rising. I somehow get a parry. I'm sorry, orange flavored ice cream. I didn't mean to have to do it to you this many times, but look, I mean, because I went to contest the urn play that they tried to do, we got 2 walkers. The Warden is nuts. I mean, like, my team played well alongside me, too, right? But the fact that I took down both of those walkers, I mean, Warden is a nutty character, and I have HP to, like... Okay, Pocket finds me and kills me again. I gotta stop letting myself die to this Pocket. But I was sitting around at 1 HP just waiting for Affliction to wear off without debuff reducer. Then I get Spirit Resilience. I'm thinking about Mercurial Magnum, but I think Spirit Resilience is good. It saved me in many of these past games. I think Spirit Resilience is a high meta item, because nuking is still big right now. I mean, like, Spirit nuking is not dead. There's that 4.8k Spirit investment that's making Spirit nukers like Dynamo and Pocket just do a lot. And Great Talon as well, so Spirit Resilience was a good purchase, I'd say. As well as Lash, this is like a matchup where Spirit Resilience saved my arse. I think building tank as Warden is your best bet, because the more longevity that you have, the more you can throw out flasks, and willpowers, and maybe even binding words if you've gotten that upgraded. The longer you stick around in the fight, the more likely you are to just provide an insane amount of value as Warden. So yeah, the tankiness, I think, is the move. That's why I went for the 4.8k tank investment right after I hit my gun investment. Obviously, you want to have damage as Warden. But having that Vitality investment is definitely the way to go next, after you get your gun going. So here I am, just farming and just getting a lead back since Pocket killed me a few times. I mean, I still have a lead against most of them, but I am a little bit afraid of Pocket, and Dynamo has more souls than I'd like, so we're going to take these double sinners with impeccable timing. In 10 seconds, the bridge buff is going to be up. Haze wants to get the gun buff if it is gun, but it's not gun. We get movement, so now my ult is going to be unstoppable, and I have my level 5 willpower, so I have a bajillion barrier. Here's another display of my terrible accuracy. Don't worry, he dies. I have an alchemical flask, but then I see Pocket. I land my slowing hex on him, but he manages to escape. It's a shame. This Pocket's pretty good. He knows how to play as his character. Yeah, he gets out scot-free. But Dynamo wasted his ult. Abrams doesn't have an ult. Infernus is dead. The only thing we have to worry about is Lash and Great Talon, so we just go on down to mid and kill that thing in seconds. It gets shredded really hard. I have 6.5, I now have 7k souls, so I want to buy an item. But first we just gotta grab this rejuve. Orange flavored ice cream, I get it, you're having a rough game, but I don't think you should have contested this. But I'm not going to tell you what you can and cannot do, I'm just going to tell myself that. I get 2 more trophy collector stacks. I don't know if I'm maxed out at this point, but I might be. I'm trying to shop. But first we gotta defend the walker, and just get a little heal pack. Yeah, Haze gets sniped by Great Talon Bird. It's alright though. now I'm heading for the shop. I've got 8k. It's gonna be a murky, worky, hollow point ward combo. My damage output is just nuts. I'm doing so much fucking damage now. I mean, I have like bullet resist shredder, hollow point, mercurial magnum. This thing dies fast. It's not just because the footage is sped up. Trust me, this thing had like no HP after I was done dealing with it. Well, obviously I was shooting it. Anyways, I'm back to taking camps because it looks like we're not fighting. That being said, I'm not really farming with intention right now. Infernus goes to jump me, and man, if I had just upgraded my binding word to the tier 1 and gotten that plus 1 second immobilization duration, he would have died. And I was contemplating this while I farmed here, but regardless, I get out scot-free because I have Spirit Resilience and 4.8k Spirit Investment, and now Trophy Collector's actually giving me a lot of tankiness because it gives you HP as well. It's actually insane. Trophy Collector's really good on Warden, I'd say, because he's a broken character. If you rotate, you're gonna get the kills, you're gonna get the trophies. Just participate in the team fights, do your thing, get HP upon HP, and stack it with Enduring Speed as your 2k green investment. And then you're not only going to be too fast for them to run away from your ults, but you're also going to be tanky as fuck, your ability range is going to go up. Trophy Collector used to be a throw item, but ever since they added this 4.8k investment system, and ever since Warden became broken due to that system, I think it's a good item. I think I'm going to keep running Trophy Collector, but let me know what y'all think in the comments. Well, Lash almost dies here, but unfortunately not. He got his little, like, grapple above me in time. But then, Great Talon pops up, and I didn't even hit him with Slowing Hex. I just don't think he realized where I was at the time, so I just melt his ass. He's dead. We go in for the Patron, and we at first decide against ending, because Great Talon died before we dropped the Patron, so he has kind of a short respawn timer. But then Infernus dives again. It's goddamn poetry. And so, yeah, he dies. Calico finds him on his way out. You can see his HP decreasing and eventually going to 0. But then Pocket wasn't ready for my Slowing Hex. I outplayed the best player on their team in the end. I was quite proud of that, and we get to win. I feel bad for Orange Flavored Ice Cream, who I, you know, have special feelings for, but it's, you know, sometimes you're just gonna have to get those state-mandated losses. Sometimes you're just gonna have to play against the best Warden player in the United States of America. It's just how the cookie crumbles. It's alright, man. I've had those games too. I get Dynamo ulted, but we're safe and sound, and then we go back in and finish off that Patron. It's a free win. I don't think I've ever had more free of a win. And, you know, again, I feel really bad for... I really feel bad for the Abrams. But at the same time, I don't feel bad about the fact that I won, and I'm just going to use this as evidence for my ego of being good at Deadlock, even though I might not actually be as good as I think I am after that game. Good chance I'm not as good as I think I am. Let me know in the comments, guys. Hit me with the most ego-destructive things that you can, because God knows I need it. Peace.